welcome to the video. Thank you for clicking on the link. I appreciate it as always. I got some fun Kali here for you guys today. What I'm going to show you today is a fun kind of exercise, drill, scenario, whatever you want to call it, that my students and I have been working on in class, the last couple of classes. They've been having fun with it, and so I figured why not put it online for my online colleague friends to check out too. Maybe it's something you guys could have some fun with as well. So what this form is, this is actually a partner drill, and big thank you to Mike who helped me film this in class last night for you guys so I could actually put this lesson together and give you guys an example of what it looks like when you do this with a partner. So thank you, Mike, for that. That's going to come, so you guys are actually going to be able to see what this looks like with a partner at the end of the video. But this is kind of a partner drill. This is a drill that's kind of got self-defense a little bit in mind. And it's actually teaching you a lot of principles. There's a lot of stuff that's happening with this drill. I'm going to try to explain all of it kind of as we go through it, hopefully without making this video too long. My videos, I feel like, are like way too long for martial arts videos, but I got a lot to say. What can I say? Anyway, all right, so let's start off with the hands for this, okay? So it's 4 strikes. The first one is a V strike. So it's starting in the number 1 chamber, and this is an elbow strike. So you've got your shoulder strikes, right? And then you've got elbow strikes. See the difference? Right? So you're doing an elbow strike for that number 1. Then you're going to do a fluid number 2 down to the 3, a fluid 3 to the number 2 chamber, and then a fluid 2 coming back to number 1. Pretty simple with the hands, right? So it's V strike, 2 to 3, 3 to 2, 2 to 1. V strike, 2, 3, 2 to 1. V strike, 2, 3, 2 to 1. Let me do it this way one time. V strike, 2, 3, 2 to 1. Pretty simple with the weapon, right? Let me show you the map we're working with today, because you're actually going to be able to do this with the diamond. This is actually kind of a interesting way of using the diamond for the footwork. So let me show you. So we've got our map drawn out here, right? So you see I've got the diamond over here, but then we've got this dotted line, right? So this line here indicates where 0 degrees is, because I'm actually going to start off at the right side of my diamond here, okay? Right at the broken line. My toes are right at the broken line here. This is 0 degrees. This is where my opponent is going to be traveling up. I'm going to show you that in a minute. So this actually represents universal evasion. So I'm utilizing universal evasion here. Then, because my 0 degrees, and you'll see this better when I point the camera at me, my 0 degrees is facing this way at this point, which makes that actually 90 degrees. So I'm going to do a 90-degree step, then turning facing 0 here, because that's where my opponent would be, which now makes that left 45. Boom. Which makes this forward triangle, and we're just going to do a largo step up forward triangle. Weird way to use the diamond, but I'll show you when you see me do it. With the camera facing me, it'll probably make a little more sense. So universal evasion, step 90, turning your 0 so that this is left 45 and that is forward triangle. All right, now with you guys facing me. So one of the things with this exercise shows you is how to track 0 degrees. It really helps with that, because your opponent, your partner rather, is going to be coming right up 0, all right? And so when I come out on universal, my 0 is facing where my opponent is, which makes this my 0 degrees, which makes this my 90. Boom, that's a 90-degree step. Because of how this works out with how people are moving in relation to each other, my opponent is still here, which means that if I'm turning to face my opponent, my 0 degrees is here, which makes these my 45-degree angles now. And so I'm going to take this left foot and step to left 45. I'm circling my opponent to the left. This becomes forward triangle, and I'm just doing a slight step up forward triangle. If you do this properly, you should end right outside your partner's right shoulder. That's the most dominant position you can be at in combat because it is the furthest away from their backhand. It's also the furthest away from their other hand here, right? And so it's the most dominant place you can be at is outside of the right shoulder. And so that's where, if you do this with a partner, that's where you should end up. So this is 0 degrees. I'm going out on universal evasion, stepping 90. Feet come together as I reorient to 0. Left steps left 45. Right foot just does a largo step up forward triangle. Now let's calibrate this. So calibrating this. What you are doing is you are defending against somebody this is kind of like defending against, quote unquote, your untrained attacker type of a person, where somebody's just mad or they're coming at you, they pick up a weapon somehow, some sort, and they're going to swing it at you. Most people, if they pick up a weapon, they're going to come, boom, number 1 chamber. This is also called the caveman strike because it is super instinctual to go like that. And the other thing that is super instinctual is if I miss with this one, especially if somebody moved out that way, what am I going to do? I'm going to come back at you with a backhand strike. So that's kind of what this is doing. Your training partner is coming up 0 degrees at you with the 1 and then turning into you with the 2 because that's most likely what somebody would do. So what we're doing is we are right from the very beginning, very first movement, we are dominating time and space, okay? So what I mean by that is I'm stepping out on universal evasion. Their 0 degrees is facing this way because they came out on 0. My 0 degrees is facing this way, facing them. This gives me dominance in position, in space, right? If they swing at me with a nice big angle 1 and I step out with a V strike, that is going to put me at chamber before them, which makes it so that I am dominating time. I am ahead of time. If you do this technique properly, your partner should feel behind time and out of position the entire time, okay? For the timing and the movement of this, they should feel like they're chasing you and they're always behind and they just can't keep up, all right? So what you're doing is you're stepping out on universal with that V strike 1. Then as they turn and face you and swing their angle 2, you're going to step out on 90 with your 2 taking their hand. Feet come together as you reorient your 0 and your number 3, you're down on your number 3 chamber, and I'm stepping left 45, taking their knee with that. As if you smash somebody's knee, what are they going to do? They're not just going to stand there like, oh, my knee hurts. They're going to go down, right? So, which is why you are coming back at them with a diagonal, because if I came at them with a horizontal and they're going down, I could miss like that. If I swing at a diagonal as somebody's going down, I can track the head on that diagonal line. So for left 45 with your 3, largo step up, forward triangle with your fluid 2. Boom. We do that again from that side. So, universal ovation with a V strike 1. Left 90 with your fluid 2. Reorienting 0 as you come to your 3 chamber. Stepping left 45 with your 3. Largo step up forward triangle with your 2. I will do it and just kind of go around the diamond for you guys a little bit from each angle. So V strike, 90 with your 2. 3 up left 45, 2 with a largo step up forward triangle. From this direction, V strike, 2, 3, 2. Boom. I'm just going to go around a few times. Left foot steps back. Left foot steps 90. Left foot steps left 45. Right foot steps up forward triangle. Go around one more time for you guys. That's it. That's what I got for you. This is what it looks like when you do it with a partner. For watching all the way to the end. Hopefully this is something that you guys can use in your own training. This is actually a lot of fun to do with a partner, especially if you got got gloves on, and you can really get that boom, that number 2 strike when you're striking 90, and really smack that hand nice and strong. If you hit somebody's hand like that as you're stepping out, there's a good chance they're going to drop the weapon, man. It's like that. That's a super solid hit. Anyway, if any guys happen to be in the Long Beach, Washington area and you want to come learn some Kali, I do teach at the Grange on Sandridge on Tuesdays at 7 p.m. or at the Long Beach Elementary School in the outdoor covered basketball court on Saturday mornings at 10 a.m. Classes are free. It's just something I like to do for my community. Once again, thank you for watching all the way to the end. You are awesome. If you like the content, like, subscribe, all the things. God bless. Deuces.